Good morning everyone. About 6 months ago, I made a video talking about my overall situation in life, how I moved countries from Lebanon to Turkey, and how you guys helped me do it by either just watching our vids or by donating to the GoFundMe. And every time I go into a lobby on Skyblock or go to some YouTuber's live chat or comment something somewhere, there's always people asking how I'm doing and if everything's going fine, which I find so nice of them to do, and slowly made me realize that I should make some sort of follow-up, and I'm here to do exactly that. I don't know exactly where to start, but I'll start off by saying, yeah, I'm doing overall much better, of course. I now have access to crazy things like electricity for more than 6 hours a day, internet speed faster than 5 megabits, and food that isn't rotten because there's no proper refrigeration. So yes, now with those in me and my family's lives, we're so much more comfortable. Even though if you look at our upload schedule, it looks like I went from 6 hours to 1 hour of electricity a day, but I'll get to that in a bit. Moving countries has been a really weird task. I've moved lots of houses before, and it's a little similar, but much more extreme, and have crap like legal papers so the government verifies that, I don't know, you were a citizen that existed and haven't committed too many crimes or something. And luckily, my dad took care of most of that stuff for us. But the part that stings the most in moving countries is the fact that all the friends you have or all the places you like to go to are now all very far away and you won't be able to see again or became infinitely harder to see or visit. And I'm sure if any of you here who are watching moved houses or schools, you would be able to relate. Now, I'm not gonna pretend I used to be popular and had so many friends or went partying every day or something. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. I spent most of my time in Lebanon just sitting in my house in front of my PC, grinding games or editing. But I still had friends I used to hang out with often, and I used to have certain places I would go hike and walk to once or twice a week, which I do miss, and it does suck. Which opens up to the second thing I want to talk about, and it's living in a city. I've lived in a city before, Beirut, for about a year, and I've been to them a lot, and I've always disliked cities because they feel too depressing to live in and lack green color. And I have no idea why, but something about tall and symmetrical buildings makes me feel weird. Everything being organized makes me feel uneasy. I have no idea why. But at least I'm kinda slowly getting used to it, honestly. I was surprised it's been taking me this long to adapt to a city, but I think I'm slowly getting there. Now, I know living a bit far away is an option, especially since Turkey has a lot of big green places, but living in a city is much better for my family. It's closer to job opportunities for my big sister and closer to my little sister's school, which, by the way, I was able to put my little sister in a really good private school, which, costs quite a bit of money. And I was able to do that from the Blanca Hat and Creator Code money. So thank you so much for anyone who purchased the Blanca Hat or used our code at the HellCastle checkout. You guys are actually amazing. But yeah, reason I chose to put her in a private school is because public schools here teach in Turkish only. And my little sister is French, Arabic, and English educated. So her starting to learn stuff like math and science in Turkish all of a sudden would be too hard for her. So we chose a private school that teaches in Arabic and English and also teaches a bit of Turkish, which is great. The next thing I want to talk about is that the fact that all of this, like 4 flights back and forth to Turkey, getting passports and papers and packing ready, trying to say goodbye to all my friends or family, moving countries and starting from zero, and even moving houses twice here, all of that crammed into 1 month, kinda drained the hell out of me. And that, combined with a few other issues such as my underlying untreated mental illnesses and blah blah, made my motivation take a very quick nosedive and come down crashing. And I know you've heard it before from like a million other YouTubers, how motivation is hard to come by and stuff. But for me, it's a bit different. So, to give you a quick dive out of nowhere into my mind that you absolutely did not ask for, I used to get my motivation mainly from the fear of going completely broke and starve with my family, since this channel was pretty much our last hope, which it still is. And I also was very motivated by my pure and immense hatred to my own country, Lebanon, and wanting to leave it by any means possible. Even if it meant uploading a video every single day for like 160 days and spending every waking hour I had working on vids just to be able to one day get out. And now that I am out of Lebanon and in a relatively better financial situation, the two things that motivated me the most to do vids are now solved. So obviously, my motivation randomly went down by a lot. But that's fine, because I'm already finding other things that motivate me, like reading every single comment that has ever been written on this channel, watching other cool documentary videos and YouTubers that make me want to create similar cool things, and playing other games that teach me how actual good games work, and that you don't need to play a game for 3,000 hours to feel something like you do in Skyblock. But that's a discussion for a future video. But yeah, all that mixed with the funny BPD I have made my motivation go whoosh. You know, I think God knew that I am too powerful. He knew I would break YouTube and get 100 million views per vid. So he had to give me a very bad spawn location and give me a mental illness with like 20% suicide rate. But screw him and his plans for me. I'm making my own way out of them, and quickly. But yeah, that's cool and all. Let's talk more about Turkey and how it is here. So, my Turkish residency has been extended for a year last week, and honestly, I am so surprised that I did not get deported. The Turkish government is aware of my YouTube channel, which means they are also aware of my other social media, and clearly, they don't check those, because if they did, my ass would be back in Lebanon. But hey, you better not snitch, okay? But all jokes aside, Turkey has been nice so far, especially Turkish people in my general area. They are all so kind, which was honestly surprising and completely the opposite to what I've been told. I came here expecting local citizens to like shut the door in my face once they knew I'm not Turkish, but honestly, it was quite the opposite, which is nice to see. Probably because the place I live in is in a more of a tourist area filled with other tourists, so I think they're used to outsiders like me. But I guess the only complaint I have is landlords. God, I despise landlords. They all suck here and will lie to you. The first landlord we went to here told us that we can make a residency on the house and no problem. But right after we paid the rent and the deposit, he ghosted us, and we later found out that you cannot do a residency on his house. So we asked for our deposit back, and he didn't give it. So we had to pack and leave and find another house very quickly, since if we don't do that, we wouldn't be able to do a Turkish residency permit, which means we would get deported. And I know some of you, especially people from the US, will comment, "But HellCastle, can't you just sue them?" Well, yeah, we probably could just sue him, but am I going to waste time trying to sue someone for money instead of looking for a new house so I don't get deported with my family because I ran out of time? But luckily, we found another house 5 days before the deadline that was suitable, which is nice, I guess. But the landlord here sucks too, and sold the house 3 months after we rented it, and the new owner wants us out from here to live in it soon. And it's a bit painful, but there's like laws and shit that prevent the landlord from suddenly kicking someone out and stuff, so we'll have to talk to a lawyer or something, but we'll probably just end up moving again. It's hilarious how such an important life asset is controlled by people who just want more money and are ready to ruin your entire life to make like 100 extra bucks. But oh well. And in terms of social life, I'm mostly avoiding making friends here because I know we will move again very soon, and I don't wanna make friends just to lose them all over again, you know? So I kind of lack a social life currently, but that's completely fine since I can just chill on Discord with friends and play games with Tyler and some others and watch movies or shows together. So I'm doing fine for now. Oh yeah, and Blanca got a surgery to get spayed. She was a bit sick after it, but she's much better now. And she is 10 times more hungry now, holy crap. She learned how to open cabinets so she can access her food bags and the trash can. And it's so funny how every time I walk in the kitchen, I see her trying to steal food but miserably failing because we closed them well. We asked the vet what we should do, and he said we should hide all consumable food and pray that she doesn't kill us whilst we sleep. because feeding her extra will mess up her metabolism since getting spayed messes up with a lot of hormones and stuff. So now expect the cat that you are wearing on your head to steal all your food. Other than that, not sure what else to talk about. I guess the fact that I've been playing so many more games and have been barely playing Stablock, but a video about why we play Stablock less will be at some point in the future, maybe, maybe not. But that does not mean we won't do Stablock content. Making documentary videos on goofy things that happen on HellCastle and Skyblock is still one of my favorite hobbies currently, and we will keep doing it until we run out of things to talk about. But yeah, thank you for sticking with us this far. It's been so nice seeing how kind and caring people are. I honestly expected no one to care, since I'm just that Skyblock guy that makes videos once a month with that furry Tyler guy. But it's been the complete opposite, and it's very wholesome 100. Thank you for the Reddit award. You can follow me on Twitter if you want more updates more frequently, and also follow Tyler too. He just got accepted into a university, so that's also another reason he's been busy and working less on vids. It's because he was studying, and I'm very proud of him. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about, I think. If I missed anything, it will be in the next update video, whenever that is, or I will briefly randomly mention it in my Twitter. So, see ya. Thank you for everything, and have a nice day.
We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego.